Spider-Man is falling to his death, thrown from a rooftop by Dr. Octopus. But this isn't called the amazing splat on the sidewalk, and so Spidey is able to grab hold of the Doc's arms and smash his way into a window in the building below, his favourite thing to do. The arms chase him down corridors and into vents, but they can't see him, and so he's able to remain still enough that they think that they've lost him and retract. But not before Spidey tags one with a spider tracer. We're reading every Spider-Man ever, and this is the Amazing Spider-Man issue 90, and death shall come. Changing back into Peter Parker, our hero stumbles out into the street. He's feeling weak after the fight, and when he bumps into George Stacy, he has to pretend to have the flu before he faints into George's arms. Peter wakes to the sight of Gwen at her home. Gwen is keen to spend some time looking after Peter, but George notes that she won't have the chance. George has never seen recuperation like this before. Peter worries that George knows his secret, knows that he's Spider-Man, and he vows to be extra careful with his secret identity, and then proceeds to do a one-handed handstand the moment that George leaves the room. Back at his own house, Peter needs to do something about Doc Ock's arms. He spends all night studying and concocts a formula, a new type of web fluid that he feeds into his belt. Then, leaving his roommate Harry sleeping, Peter slips out as Spider-Man to hunt Doc Ock and his spider tracer down. He swings across the city for over an hour, 82.5 minutes to be exact, and his spider sense goes off by an open window. But when he looks in, the Doc's arms spring outwards and grab Spidey. Doc Ock had found the spider tracer and used it to lure Spider-Man into a trap. Doc Ock pins our hero to a wall and strikes him in the face, stopping Spidey from using his new web formula. But with his spider strength, Spider-Man is able to pull himself free and is able to hit two of the tentacles with his new webbing. The webbing is designed to block the instructions from Doc Ock's brain, and the villain finds the two webbed arms turn against the other two, and then attack the Doc himself. A crowd below begins to gather as they fight on the rooftops, including George Stacy, watching the fight between Doc Ock and Spidey become Doc Ock versus himself. The Doctor panics, swinging his arms wildly and smashes them into a chimney. The debris falls down to the streets below, exactly where a young boy is standing, and Spider-Man is not able to reach the boy in time. But luckily, George Stacy is, and he dives at the boy and pushes him out of the way, but falls under the debris himself. Spider-Man yells his name and dives down, pulling the rubble off of George. He's alive, but barely, and Spider-Man picks him up and carries him up the building, hoping to take him to a nearby hospital as the crowd below begins to murmur that all of this is Spider-Man's fault. George Stacy won't make it, and he asks Spider-Man to put him down. He's got something to say. He's worried about his daughter, Gwen. There'll be no one to look after her. He wants Spider-Man to promise to look after Gwen, for Peter to look after Gwen. George Stacy knows. He knew that Peter was Spider-Man and he didn't tell a soul, and now he dies in Spider-Man's arms. Spider-Man cradles George, hugs him tight as he promises him that he'll take care of Gwen for as long as he lives. Thanks for watching and joining me on this journey to read every Spider-Man comic ever. If you want to support what I do, you can like and subscribe, or on Patreon you can get early and exclusive episodes. Next week, Black Widow faces landlords, but until that issue, here's a fun fact about this one. Unlike a lot of people that die around Peter Parker, George Stacy has mostly managed to stay dead, although he does briefly get revived in 2016 during Clone Conspiracy Dead No More.